Mazel tov, Mendel. You did a great job. We're so proud of you. Everything was really terrific. Celebrating your Simcha. Mazel tov.
Hi, Mendel. It's such a privilege to be here at your bar mitzvah. We were at your brisket. I can't believe 13 years. I can't believe. Mazel tov.
Hi, Mendel. It's wonderful to be here. Mazel tov. You did a fantastic job on Saturday, and I'm sure you'll do wonderful all through your life. Gershon says hello. He couldn't make it tonight.
Mendel, what a great performance you did on Saturday. Mazel tov, mazel tov, mazel tov. We are so honored and happy to be here with you, to share the simcha with you. Lots of nachas and all the best.
Mazel tov, Mendel.
Hi, Mendel. Mazel tov on your bar mitzvah. We're all very proud of you.
So what else could I say? Other than what Barbara just said, I'm very delighted to be here to share this wonderful occasion with you. Thank you.
Hi, Mendel. We're also very excited to share in your celebration. Mazel tov.
I have one thing to say, Mendel. Great hat.
I have another thing to say, Mendel. Great hat.
Hi, Mendel, can I tell a joke? What did the Quasimodo say to his Jewish tailor? Forget about the trousers. You got to do something about this jacket.
Mazel tov, Mendel, from the Arditi family.
Mazel tov, Mendel. We're so proud of you. We're so happy to be celebrating your bar mitzvah today and celebrating your bar mitzvah for the rest of your life. Mazel tov. Mazel tov.
Hi, Mendel. Thank you for inviting me to share your bar mitzvah. This is a momentous occasion, and I'm sure that it's going to be a wonderful party, and you're going to give lots of nachas to your parents, and we look forward to many more happy occasions with you.
Hi, Mendel. I was there on Saturday. You did an absolutely fabulous job, and mazel tov, congratulations, and I'm sure this will be the highlight of your 13 years tonight.
Hi, Mendel. So glad to be here. It's an honor. Adrian says hello, which is to be here too, and you did great. You really did a great job. Mazel tov.
Mendel, I'm very proud of you. Love you a lot. You're quite a guy. I resent the fact that you're going to be taller than I am in one more year or less, but I love you anyway. Mazel tov.
Okay, what do you want to say? What do you want me to say? Mazel tov. My name? No, go ahead, Paul. Greeting to Mendel. Oh, Mendel, you're a member of the tribe. Today is your day. Over on the other side.
Hello, Mendel. Norm here. We just found out we have something in common. You're a Yankee fan. I used to be one. Anyhow, you had a marvelous Saturday bar mitzvah, and now you're becoming a mensch. So go on and reach your goals and find out what the world is like. Lots of good nachas and luck. And continue with your mitzvahs.
Mendel, mazel tov on your bar mitzvah. You did a marvelous job as expected on Saturday. But mazel tov, and wish you all the best of luck. And grow up good and strong like your dad.
Oh yes, Mendel, it's always a pleasure when Jews get together, young and old, and especially when you're 13, it's great. And I'm looking forward to your second bar mitzvah when you'll be 83. I had mine when I was 83, so so maybe you'll catch up to me. Anyhow, I see it's going to be a lot of fun. Glad I'm here.
Give your greetings for Mendel.
Oh, Mendel, very, very happy time. Mazel tov.
Mendel, mazel tov. You did so great Saturday. I'm so proud of you. And congratulations and good luck. I'll see you soon.
Hey, Mendel, mazel tov. I will always remember you and never forget that you were the one that really brought me into Chabad. So I have that to thank you forever.
Hey Mendel, mazel tov. It's really cool to see you getting bar mitzvah because you were at my bar mitzvah, bat mitzvah, so it's kind of like really interesting to see you getting bar mitzvah.
Mazel tov, Mendel. Congratulations.
Go.
Mazel tov, Mendel.
Mazel tov, Mendel.
Mazel tov. Mazel tov. Mazel tov.
Yes, and we loved your the services in Shabbat. Beautiful. I got to hear your speech, and it was just harmony. What am I sorry? What do I say? Say, Mazel tov on your bar mitzvah, Mendel.
Hi Mendel, this is Lucille. I hope you remember flow, 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 kick, kick, kick. You know what I'm talking about. Wishing you lots of love and very, very lots of happiness and everything you wish for yourself. Okay. Bye.
Hi Mendel, Steve. Mazel tov. Congratulations. And I remember you as a little kid. We used to go to the farms and study and stuff. And now look at you. Congratulations and wishing you lots of love.
Hi Mendel, this is Sarah. Congratulations and mazel tov. It's a big occasion and I hope you enjoy every moment of it.
Mendel, mazel tov. I'm Anita Gold. I wish you the best of everything. Wonderful. Thank you.
Hi, Selma Rosen. You don't remember me, I'm sure, but I remember you. Mazel tov. And I have to tell you how great you did your portion of the Torah. Keep it up.
Hi, Mendel. It's Jennifer and Jackie. And we're so happy to be here today. And thank you, Rabbi Basi, so much for inviting us for such a beautiful occasion. It's gorgeous. Thank you.
Hi Mendel, officially from the Tagger family, wishing you mazel tov, all the best. We're very proud of you. You're a wonderful young man, and we wish you only the best that life has to offer.
Mazel tov, Mendel.
We also have a
Hi, Mendel.
black tier
Mazel tov. I know you're going to always make your family proud, and I'm so happy to be here. All the best.
Mazel tov, Mendel, and mazel tov to your mom and dad and all your family. Everyone, we're also happy to be here. I'm proud of you.
Mazel tov, Mendel, and all the family. Everyone's so proud of you. Many blessings of all your life.
Hi, Mendel, mazel tov. You did a great job. You have a lot to be proud of. Mazel tov, Mendel, all the best.
Mendel, mazel tov. What can I say? I wish you all the happiness in the world and much more.
Say something.
Camera. Hi. How are you?
Mazel tov, Mendel. We are so excited that you're having a special bar mitzvah day. So mazel tov from the whole entire Cantor family.
Hi, Mendel. You did a really good job. Mazel tov, Mendel.
Go.
Don't close it.
Mendel, mazel tov. Felicidades. It's such a beautiful job, and you are such a beautiful child, and your parents, I'm sure, are very proud of you, and many, many blessings to you today and always.
Leah, something for Mendel?
Shalom, shalom.
Mazel tov, Mendel. I'm so proud of you. You did phenomenal. Nothing less than I expected. And I can't wait to see what you do in the future every year. And so excited to see you. And that's it. Mazel tov.
Congratulations, Mendel. You're a joy to watch, and you did a beautiful job. You should be very proud of yourself.
Hey, what should I tell him?
Whatever you want.
Whatever I want. Okay, hi Mendel. It's Uncle Yossi. You should be healthy and successful and full of joy.
Mazel tov, Mendel. It's a real honor that I get to be here at this momentous occasion, and we should have a lot of nachas behind.
Hey Mendel, Mazel tov. This is incredible. We are so proud of you. You're amazing. Mazel tov, much love.
Well, congratulations from the Hassim family. We're very happy to be here and sharing this great time with Mendel.
Mendel, you made your parents very, very proud, and we are just as proud.
I knew you could do it.
Mendel, this is so beautiful, and we are so excited for you. Thank you for the wonderful occasion.
Mendel, Mazel tov. We can't wait to hear your speech, and we can't wait to hear your mimer, and then you'll be finished and done, and you'll start your life as a Jewish man.
The last time I talked to Mendel, Mazel tov. We're so happy for you and your family for this beautiful occasion. So nice to see everybody together, family, and all your people from your shlichus here in Shmiyeo. And it's going to be a great night. Can't wait. Bye. Just skip me.
Mendel, Mazel tov. May you be a blessing to your family all the days of your life.
Mazel tov, Mendel. I can't believe this is for real. And I can't believe I have my sister, my dear sister, with me tonight. With us. This is the best part of it. Darla's here. Mazel tov, Mendel. We love you. We're so excited to be here.
What's your greeting for Mendel?
Yes, what?
Oh, congratulations, a great day. We look forward to seeing you on shul and praying with us.
Take us.
Mazel tov, Mazel tov. Mendel, we are so proud of you.
I'm your Bubby's Caprisa, and I'm so proud to be able to be here at your very, very special time in life. And I can't wait to hear your mimer. And I have already nachas, Hasidic nachas from you. So you may go from chayil el chayil, from strength to strength. My name is Bracha, Bubby Bracha.
Here's this lady. How are you? Oh, you're right here. Can I get your greeting for Mendel? Just a mazel tov or something ready?
Oh, how about for both of us?
I already said something. You can say something.
5. Oh, there you go. Nice.
Mendel, I'm so proud of you. Mazel tov from me and all the Grossmans. I'm so happy to be here. Thank you so much for including us. It's a very special day. Enjoy every moment.
Mazel tov, Mendel, and the whole Marcus family. We wish you all the best, and lots of nachas to your family.
Mazel tov, Mendel, to his family with my best wishes.
Mazel tov, Mendel, and your whole family. Very, very excited for you, and so proud of who you are.
Mendel, Mazel tov on all the very best.
We are going to make the hamotzi.
Hi, Mendel. I'm so proud of you. Congratulations on your bar mitzvah. And we love you, honey. Take care.
Amen.
Mazel tov, Mendel. Congratulations.
Mazel tov, Mendel. We are very proud of you. We've known you so long. And Larry and Samuel and Rachel and Aaron and all their love with us. And we can't wait to see what you're going to do next.
Yeah, okay. Congratulations. be a chayal in the Rebbe's army, and it's so cool to see you growing up and getting off the bus every day. Just have a great life, mazel tov, and continue to bring nachas to your parents and grandparents and the Rebbe.
Mazel tov to Mendel. It's a pleasure being here with your family. May you have a lot of nachas and growth of nice, strong heart.
Mazel tov, Mendel. Excuse me. Joshua was so excited to be a part of your Shabbos meal on Friday and see you up at the Bima Saturday. You are such a blessing to your family. May you bring them more nachas. Congratulations, Mazel.
I wanted to wish you the very best Mazel tov and the bar mitzvah. I wish you happiness, joy, and success in your life.
I want my salad.
Hi, Mendel.
Yeah, right?
You don't know me, but I know you, and I wish you
Your daughters are so beautiful. I see them every morning.
congratulations.
You're like, stay in the car.
And I hope to
You know what? I don't get out of the car.
I've been at your house
Most of the time I don't.
Mendel, happy birthday. I wish from the bottom of my heart, I want to wish you good health, happiness, success, congratulations, Mazel Tov.
Mazel tov, Mendel.
Mazel tov, Mendel. We're so happy to be here. We've been with you all since your birth, and this is just another journey on the way to growing up.
Mazel tov, Mendel. Praise, labor, and love. You do all three, life will be fun. Enjoy.
That it cost $10 to feed a family in Africa, so he sent them his family. Anyway, but I didn't want to pick on Mark again. I said I was not going to do that. We're here for a bar mitzvah. Well, actually, Mark, some people are here for the bar, some people are here for the mitzvah. But anyway, we're here to celebrate a very special occasion. And my colleague told me before this is not about us, so I shouldn't mention too much about it. But some of you know I recently got engaged. Thank you, thank you. Hi, Betsy. And I was reading Joe Lieberman's book, the candidate for vice president a few years ago. And in the book he says that when he lost the bid for vice president, he came home and his wife looked at him and she said, "Joe, don't worry. In this house, you'll always be vice president." But typically, a bar mitzvah is a community event where a family invites their friends, neighbors, teachers to come and celebrate with them. This bar mitzvah is really a community bar mitzvah. Right? This bar mitzvah, I feel that every single person in here feels a part of this bar mitzvah. To Mendel Zaidi, that he should be here to join in a friend of our family and someone who was instrumental in the Marcuses moving out here in the first place in 1983. So Rabbi Schusterman, if you would please come up and lead us in the saying of a song, the saying of Tehillim. We'll have a book for you right here. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, the screen is going to come down and we're going to repeat the words after Rabbi Schusterman.
In America, I've noticed in the last decade, and it's becoming increasingly more popular, that people take out a little electronic device and they pray to it. Okay, this is on the screen. You see the 20th Psalm. This is a special psalm said when there is a specific, particular need, whether communal or personal. And I'm going to say it in Hebrew, verse by verse. I'm going to say it in Hebrew. Those of you who can read along with me. There are those who know the chant. I'll say it with the chant so it can be familiar to you. All right. Lamnat say, everybody kindly rise. Lamnat say, Mizmer LeDavid. Yan Chadine B'Yem Tzara Yisakev Choshem Elei Yankev Yishlach Ezrecha Mikodesh U'Metzion Yisadeka Yizkar Kol Min Chaysecha Ve'eloscha Yidash Neselo Ten Lecha Chilva Vecha V'Ol Chalatzoscha Yimalei Ranna Bishua Secho V'Shem Eleinu Nidgol Yimalei Adinoi Kol Mishalei Secho Ato Yodati Cheshi Adinoi Mishiche Yaneo Mishmei Koche V'Furis Yesha Yeminoi Ele Vorecha V'Ele Vasusim V'Anachnu B'Shem Adinoi Eleinu Nazkir Heimo Koro V'Nofol V'Nachnu Kamnu V'Anisoidod Adinoi Hoshia HaMelech Yaneinu V'Yom Koreinu.
Thank you, Rabbi Schusterman. Please remain standing. I'd like to call upon Mendel's uncle, Rabbi Yossi Paltiel, to please honor us with the reading of the Rebbe's letter.
Hashem, Ruch in New York, Abrish, Yishya, Shalom Uvracha. Meine Leidah, da ich konnte die Mitzvahs, Hini Ratim Eshem Yisbarach, am Hashem Ben Shleish Yisrael Mitzvahs, Yigadol Ben Chamesh Yisrael Bechulu, Kipchach HaMishn Al Desperik Hey, Yesem Hasmad, Yoshkiru B'Limuni B'Teire, B'Teres Adliklu, B'Chem B'Teres Chasidis, Yarbeki Ma Mitzvahs, Hashem Yisbarach, Yatzlich, Yitzchas, Yishmayim B'Lamdan, B'Bracha, the Rebbe's Chassidim.
For the translation of the letter, Mendel's uncle, who came all the way from Chicago, Rabbi Mendel Moskowitz, will read the English of what Rabbi Paltiel just read.
Greetings and blessings. In response to the notification about your entry to the age of mitzvot, may it be God's will that from being 13 and obliged to observe the mitzvot, you will grow to be 15 and so on. At each age, fulfilling your obligations as set out in the Mishnah, Avot chapter 5. May you become increasingly studious and conscientious in your study of the Torah, in the revealed teachings of the Torah, and likewise in the teachings of Hasidut. And may you observe the mitzvot precisely and beautifully. And may God grant you success in your endeavors to become a chassid, a Yireh Shamayim, a God-fearing Jew, and a scholar, with blessings and the Rebbe's signature.
Ladies and gentlemen, you may be seated. On every table,
Lily?
Steht doch, man geht auf Werk auf Umschwung so, das sind wir dann nicht so, ich habe gesagt, wenn ihr es ja aber maar zo is het. En ja, zo zijn we maar ik wil wel ook een test voor één. Als ik anders over de doen tot niet, van de drie dat was het dan in toe, weet je, dan steeds maar ik wil de worden al die ook God moet wat af, uiteindelijk van het God moet was dan in toe, heeft de een van schaffen we zo is het en ik weet niet maar er is altijd met feest terug, dan moet je en ze gaan elkaar weer zo komen met feest. Kom nog eens. Door dan was het in Nederland en ze gaan maar de zo dan weer. Nee, maar dan veel maar hij maakt ze wel mee kan zo is je gaat met de bal schiet en zo film. Maar de vrienden er zijn er echt wel van de feest. Door dan was ik er maar gewoon echt en nu weet ik het weer en steeds als ik neem kan komen dus maar over echt een festival. Beide steeds dan ook wide voor als we iets voor echt in de van dat het dus is. En we gaan dat in terug bij de zeg maar dat alleen. En toen moet ik maar meer nou met z'n allen zich dan koos en voor een verschil geweest. Is dus een wat. Als mij dus een wat echt wel meer weet dat ik maar dat is mooi. Dan dat is mijn toch was er steeds kaas dat ik nog wel één dat meent. Dat ga je dus weer dat maar als de beginnen praten was. En dan ook dan dit heb ik nog meer wat op je is nog een zin ik heb je al dan weer die mensen op dat tegen op en daar te doen. Dus dat ik ook zo met de regering en dat die bij de regering die vertellen gaat. Dus dat is de positie. Step first die die dat je mij precies door dan is het maar je. Alles wat ik doe ik weer de klinik zeg voor de gewoon gaan maar dat we begin op van hoe is het voor de werk mee. Dus ja, van ook. Meer dan die zijn ja, gewoon daar niet. Dus dat is wat er steeds. Een beetje zo voor de ene schip kan ik komen naar mij in. Maar je is allemaal een dat is een beetje wel ging op de mij steeds meer groot mogelijk voor mij was dat even aan de tweede al. Dan wordt het en waar het dus wel waardoor gaat het begin veel meer aan deze al kunnen wij van eerst dat er was zo ik zal dan niet doen de tweede al in de tweede bij ons dus kan als dat was het wel in dit was mij bij en maar zo kind. Dus dat is het begin van elkaar meer door te beginnen op de tweede dat is mij dat is begin weer dit gaat even kan je ook de ene is ook door de gekeken van wisselen of de stemmen de zaken best en weer de beste er weer dus zo ja weer gedacht ja wat er was dan beginnen te delen dan de ene de dan kan je dan gaat weer eerst in we beginnen te wachten door dat de meek kan place op weer op orde maar ze hebben begrepen dat in orde dat de zorg zijn we dus al nog in Savaje echt een auto gaat zijn weer en je maar dat delen hebben waarschijnlijk maar dat gaan ze nog met een heel lang beschaffen kan met nee ik moet maar als man dat zijn er dat een paar is ook gaan ze maar net te doen nou ik make die man maar serieus maar voor mij van de begin is midden is steeds is je maar gewoon is niet precies is ja maar dan dat is maar smeen is een trainer is en is wat voor in het begin van Azië dat was er nog van ja samen maar het is dat maar is schaf maar is als ik weet dat die man en dan zijn dat is één beetje dat de songs hebben we bij mensen die dat zijn. Dus die mee dat dan kon je tweede beetje dat maar niet dat dat beetje precies. Dus dat in Benjamin is geweest dat we er even nog ja. Aber die Töchter können wir lernen, aber das ist gewoon apart. Eerder net van wat gaan vliegen, dan kan je niet tijd op die lange is. Weinig mensen net het zomaar spier zijn en dat maar zich op. En dat het er voor zich een schakel moet komen is anders, dat we in het midden is. Achtung, machen diese Menschen ist, das muss Spiel sein, der wird Resse, der wird dann mit der Bottom, also die Bottom, und ganz in der Welt. زي ما يجي بعد بينه ويجب أن يخمينه مستقصد كده بقى بقى قد كده أي مشان بخدير هم مش فيه زي طيب مخبر ليه تخلي هذا ده كله مش فيه وده في المفاشين ما يلا بس الشيء تخيل رقم خبر خاصة كيمياء مهمة دور كنا غير كلام من رقم خاصة هم مش هياخد شيء ما إيه كنا من كيمياء جاي مخزجان من الجلاس عند فهم الغزال صعب مثل الغزال من غير ما تفهم دوس بس يسمى ايتون بس يعرفوا تبروها استاذ مزعل تبع خليني خليني شويه غزال بس نمشي عشان خبيط غزال شويه غزال شو بخيف تبعي قبل ما خلينا اسمعي خلينا نمشي نورين ميز ايضا خارج كذا داغن بعصر برمرة كذا والله ماي خاخ ما بيسون داس كثير بعد كلايب شش فنقوله بسيط سيبر شريت ما بشعتم سيبر مثل ما بس خاخ ما سيبر أنا ما بدبينا زي سيبر بالشكل سيبر وناس بين تاس بدنا نعمل استدراك بخلاص ما يغنم من ده زمان ما يخمات بيعت قانون قاس الضغط ما يخمات فعل ده ما يمشي ما كد متغير تاس هذا خاخ ما خبينا زين بخينا يسمى زين زي هذا لازم بخينا ميل يسمى بخينا ميل بس لا قايم الله شاء الله زين وش عمله غير زين بيشوف ناقر برضو رأيتنا نقبل دور ضل لا ما مشخص بخينا اسمه بخينا ميل تواصل مع كذا المفضل أو نحن المهم كذا Dokter Lehrbestellt kann mir das normal seine Lehren gesagt in Film will. Doch mit was Filmen mit dem Mamsche, also so eine ganz schwere Komödie. Der Peter schon der Körper voll in der Zilos. Los, kann schon mal was über diese Logos sagen. Mir mal war, ist denn mal so weit. Der Farbenschatz, das auch noch wieder schon mal hat mir schon bin auch schon eben bei Gosas ist da und der noch der Körper der Gosas ist na. Das ist dann mal so بدل إيه فأنا كاري برخواني أخذ إني ديام شخص خامني أخذ أخذ مثلا اسمي خدمات الإيه اللي قال بس نأخذ نتصرف جاكسي يار فاتو كنت بذنه أنا بدأت أنظر بنيش نطلب بيتكاتنا بيخين لا بنا بيتكاتنا شغل بيه مقاد ده مصبت إيش ده موضوع أصدقني دي مامشي على الله أنا كاري برخواني أخذ Dan verstandig hat een van zo'n normaal de teruggelegd met van de vlees als tos de machine met de ene van de weer. De vader der kan met het normaal in een heel later in het jaar wel door veel te mijn van de ene die daar dan dat weer. Los van de door kilo bij de tijd dat het langs de roza door die het weer op het zijn gewoon naar het de vader die het dan door en met een schakkel mee gaan search maar gaan hebben maar is begin maar dan in het dat in het jaar wel was het begin af en inshallah ay 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 ay
This way, into the camera.
Sarah Rivka.
If I can have your attention, please. Please give a warm welcome to the bar mitzvah boy, Mendel Marcus.
Dear family and friends, thank you for joining me in celebrating my bar mitzvah. Bar mitzvah is a very special moment in a person's life. Although we get our soul at our bris, at our circumcision, only a small part of the soul is actually activated within us. The full soul does not become part of us until we become bar mitzvah. It is for this reason that bar mitzvah is like the day you were fully born. I am so glad that you could all be here to properly honor this occasion, especially in my family that has come from New York, Northern California, and Chicago. When I was born, my parents chose to name me Menachem Mendel, which is the Rebbe's name. It was a great honor and privilege for me to carry his name. Although he was like a father to so many people, the Rebbe was not blessed with any children. All those who were affected by the Rebbe are his children. Carrying his name makes me feel extra close to him. It is a great honor and responsibility to be elected one of the greatest Jewish leaders, and I hope I can live up to it. Menachem Mendel means the comfort, and the Rebbe surely did a lot of that. Being the Rebbe after the Holocaust, he was faced with the great task of comforting the survivors and rebuilding what was lost. To accomplish that, he opened his door and his heart to an entire generation and restored their hope and pride. He inspired thousands of families to leave Brooklyn and open Chabad centers around the world to bring comfort and help to those in need and to help strengthen Judaism around the globe. One story that stands out in my mind is the one where the Rebbe was standing and handing out dollars and blessings. The practice he started in 1986 when he was 84 years old. The Rebbe would stand for as long as 8 hours straight, as up to 10,000 people would come by. On one occasion, a woman asked the Rebbe how he was able to stand for so long. The Rebbe responded, "When you're counting diamonds, you never get tired." Now that I carry the Rebbe's name, I will do my best to continue the Rebbe's path and bring more comfort to the people around me and do my part to bring Mashiach, who will be the ultimate comforter of our people and of the world. The truth is that every mitzvah that we do makes this world a better, more godly place and brings Mashiach a little bit closer. One of them is very special to me. A mitzvah specifically connected with becoming a mitzvah is tefillin. Tefillin are two black boxes made of leather with leather straps extending from them. One that we tie on our arm and one that is placed on the head. Although they may look alike, black boxes and leather straps, they are very different. The hand tefillin are placed next to our heart to signify that we need to connect our heart, our emotions, and our feelings to God. The head tefillin is placed on our head to signify that we should connect our thoughts and minds and our mind to God. They seem similar, but they are very different. The great codifier of Jewish law, the Rambam, also known as Maimonides, actually lists tefillin as two separate mitzvahs. One mitzvah is to have tefillin on your head, and the second mitzvah is to put tefillin on your arm. Now, why would that be considered like two mitzvahs? Aren't they basically the same thing? The same Torah portions appear in each of the tefillin. There are some minor differences, otherwise they are the same. So why are they considered two different mitzvahs? And why are the hand tefillin always described differently than the head tefillin? The instructions for wearing the head tefillin are that we are supposed to wear them on our head. But the hand tefillin, they just need to be put on. The answer is that the hand tefillin, the mitzvah is just to put them on. Once they're on, you have finished the mitzvah. The head tefillin, on the other hand, is a mitzvah every moment you wear it. It's just out of respect for the head tefillin that we leave the hand tefillin on. That is very interesting, but why are the instructions different for the head and hand? And most importantly, what is the lesson for me, a young boy just starting my life as a full-fledged Jewish male in the 21st century? Every mitzvah we do is designed to connect a different part of us to God. Tefillin is not just one mitzvah, but two. The head tefillin and the hand tefillin connect very different parts of us with God, and the differences in law between the two reflect the differences in connecting these two parts with God. The head tefillin connects our minds and thoughts with God, and the hand tefillin connects our heart, our emotions and feelings and our actions with God. But there's a big difference between our mind and our heart. Our thoughts and mind are controllable and can belong totally to us. With patience and diligence, we can work towards the goal and eventually get there. Our emotions and feelings, on the other hand, can never totally be controlled. We will always get impulses from our heart that may not be exactly kosher. We do have full control whether we act upon these impulses, feelings, and emotions. But unless you are a perfect tzaddik, you cannot control your impulses. It is for this reason that the hand tefillin, which is placed on our arm next to our heart, the mitzvah is just to put them on. Because the most we can hope to achieve over our heart is just control over our behavior or the momentary feeling and emotion we are experiencing. Like, for example, during prayer on special days like Yom Kippur or your Bar Mitzvah. However, our connection with God through our emotions and feelings don't last very long, cannot be maintained. Therefore, the mitzvah is just to put them on, signifying that the connection we have with God through our heart is only for a limited time. But the head tefillin, which is placed upon our head, is different. In our minds, we can truly connect with God constantly. We can study Torah, we can think about our connection with God, we can meditate upon it, we can think good thoughts, we can connect whatever we do, we are doing with God's oneness. And that is why the head tefillin is a mitzvah. Every man we are wearing them, signifying that if we want, we can stay connected with God in our minds constantly. From this, I learned so many important lessons. Number one, that just putting on the tefillin is not enough. I need to work both on my mind and my heart to connect them with God, and especially my actions. Number two, that connecting my mind is different than connecting my heart. Number three, on the one hand, I'll have many times that my heart will be excited to be Jewish, and I'll have good feelings around my connection with God. And on the other hand, it's totally normal to have impulses and desires that are not kosher. And although it will be hard at times, I have total control over whether I'll act upon these impulses, or if I'll push them away. I hope and pray that God will give the strength and wisdom to make the right choices. And if I make a mistake, I know that God will always forgive me. There are many special people that have made it easier for me to make the right decisions in life, and who have made it possible for me to stand in front of you today. They have given me the courage and strength to be a part of our mitzvah, and I would like to thank them. First and foremost, Hashem and my parents for bringing me into this world, raising me, and taking care of me, and preparing me for life into our mitzvah. It's my Bubby Never. Thank you for coming all the way from New York just to be at my Bar Mitzvah and for hosting our family whenever we visit in New York. I love it when you draw pictures for us. I'm always amazed at how talented you are and how you always remember everyone's birthday and send us such nice gifts and cards. Thank you so much. Thank you for being such a tzaddik and for showing me what it means to be a chassid and how a chassid is supposed to daven and pray. To my local grandparents, Zadie and Bubby Marcus, thank you both so much for being so kind to me. I love spending time at your house on Wednesday nights. Zadie, you're so funny and you make being Jewish so much fun. You're a funny son. You are the best teacher and Bubby. It was so nice being your student in 4th grade. Even now, I continue to learn so much from you. And my siblings, I would like to thank all my siblings for always reminding me to go and study for my Bar Mitzvah. But specifically, Mishka, thank you for being a great older sister. I'm so happy you were able to come in all the way from Chicago. At least the weather here is a bit warmer than Chicago. Thank you, Marcy, for being such a wonderful role model and baker. You spent many hours making many of the treats here tonight. Thank you. My sister Shana, thank you for being a very nice sister and for being a good friend. Rachel and Yaakov, you're my favorite brothers. Thank you for being there for me and for always being up for a good game and some laughs. Shayna, thank you for your songs that keep us all entertained. Sarah, thank you for being so cute and adorable. I want to thank my uncles and aunts and my cousins for traveling from far and near to be here tonight and for always being so supportive and helpful. A special thank you to my teachers and staff in the Hebrew Academy who have instilled in me a love for Torah and the knowledge to live as a Torah Jew. Thank you for all being here tonight. And to all my friends who helped me in school and on the field and for being such a good role models for me. It was really great to be able to go to all your bar mitzvahs before so I knew what to expect. It made it much easier for me. Thank you. A very big thank you goes to all of you and the entire community who stand behind me and encourage me. Thank you to all of you for your continued support and for joining me today for my bar mitzvah celebration. Mazel tov.
Thank you, Mendel. You're great. That was fantastic. Keep the applause going for Mendel. I've known next speaker since I was a kid. Literally since I was a kid. Talking about somebody who gave Zalman lessons in public speaking. And I just remember my dad used to call us in and we'd get speeches. But anyway, without further ado, I'd like to introduce you to my father, ladies and gentlemen, Rabbi Marcus.
Actually, I approached my son Zalman. I asked him if I could speak here tonight. And he said that there were a lot of talking going on, maybe not. So I said, you know what, so I'll sing a song. So he said, well, you know what, Todd, it's a great idea if you would talk tonight. So, in all seriousness, I had prepared my 3-hour speech. I left on the computer at home by mistake. And I really did prepare something to say, but at this moment we heard plenty of Divrei Torah from Mendel, and I just want to express a feeling that I have. This is a time where everybody looks at a simcha in a different way. From my perspective, it's just a very humbling experience that the one above was Mizakeh merited that myself and my wife should have such a wonderful family and such a wonderful grandson. And I hope that you have similar feelings that I have, and in order to really show those feelings, we have to do something for Mendel. And the way we do something for Mendel is by trying to fulfill what Mendel said. And so I'd like to suggest that each of us should accept upon ourselves to do our mitzvah. The men, perhaps, the mitzvah of putting on tefillin if you haven't done it before. The women, lighting Shabbos candles, something that will help to make this bar mitzvah very special enough in all of our lives, that it shouldn't just be for this moment, but it should be something which should continue until the coming of Mashiach Tzidkenu. May it be now. Thank you very much.
By the way, that's one of the rules that we learned from our father, which is all speeches should be 3 minutes or less. Tonight is about many things, but one of them is about appreciation. We take time out tonight to honor Mendel's bar mitzvah, but also to appreciate, like my father said, all the beautiful things that Hashem, that God has blessed us with. And I want to continue that thought with the appreciation that I have for having such a fantastic older brother. I call him Zalman. Some of you call him Rabbi Marcus. Ladies and gentlemen, my brother.
Mazel tov, everyone. It's so nice for you to be here, and I can't see you. I just figured out why we make such a big bar mitzvah for bar mitzvah boy. Until you have your own son having a bar mitzvah, you don't really get it. But now I get it. You see, becoming a bar mitzvah is a lot of responsibility. Mendel has to put on tefillin every day, and he has to daven 3 times a day, and he has all these responsibilities. And for a kid 13 years old growing up in Orange County, it's not easy. So what do? You give him a bar mitzvah. You make him work so hard. Make him memorize a mimer. You make him make a speech, 2 speeches. You make him read the Torah. When he's done, he says, all I have to do is put on tefillin and pray 3 times a day. Phew! Tonight, you're joining our family to celebrate our first bar mitzvah. And so I'd like to share with you some words that I would like to impart to Mendel for his bar mitzvah. You can all listen in. Mendel, I want to take you back a little bit in history. You're not the first person to become bar mitzvah. And that's a good thing, because the first bar mitzvah wasn't anything like this. See, the first bar mitzvah was Abraham and Sarah and Yitzchak, who was 13 years old. His parents were a lot older than that. His father was 113 years old. And who did they invite to the bar mitzvah? Who was on the invite list? There were a lot of people who were invited. But how many of them appreciated the bar mitzvah? How many of them were there to encourage Abraham, Sarah, and Yitzchak on this bar mitzvah? It was just the 3 of them. Only 3 Jews in the world. And the Midrash tells us that everybody was invited. Abraham invited everybody to come. And of course, he had some supporters, but he had plenty of people who didn't exactly agree with him, didn't agree with his new idea called monotheism. And they laughed at him. And they said, you're celebrating a bar mitzvah? Like this is some kind of tradition that's going to go on? This is a joke. It's never going to last. You got 2 older people here, both over 100 years old. A little 13-year-old boy, this is not going very far. And so this is probably going to be the first and last bar mitzvah. But God had a different plan. Abraham and Sarah and Yitzchak, they had the courage to stand up against the odds and to recognize that they had an opportunity to not be connected with temporary, temporal, materialistic things, but rather they could be connected with the divine. They could have a relationship with God. And they knew that God was eternal, and therefore the bar mitzvah would be eternal, and that Yitzchak and his family and the Jewish people would be eternal. And that's one of the reasons why you're standing here today at the bar mitzvah. Because of this courage, because of this strength, to stand up against the odds. You know, there are many who said that moving to Mission Viejo and opening a Chabad Center was not a good idea. There would never be a time where people would come and celebrate with a bar mitzvah, that a boy could be raised in Mission Viejo, and that he could recite a mimer in Yiddish and in Hebrew and recite it by heart. He could read the whole Torah portion, and he would commit himself to putting on his tefillin every day. They said it's impossible. Can't do it. Can't be done. But you, like Yitzchak, you went against the odds. And so I want to give you a bracha. You should continue going against the odds. And you should continue to be strong and to know that a chassid machta sviva. A chassid creates an environment. And you've done such a wonderful job in the first 13 years of your life. You should continue to be that inspiration for many. And so tonight, I have a special, beautiful, amazing gift for you tonight. This is an unusual gift. As my father mentioned before, that we hope that tonight will not just remain a nice party. It won't just remain a moment of where everyone can look back with nostalgia and say, oh, it was such a great party. What a wonderful party. It was wonderful. But rather, people would take home something from tonight. And that they would be inspired by seeing a young boy growing up in Mission Viejo, so dedicated and so happy and so proud of his Judaism, that perhaps they would feel a little inspiration and a little pride themselves. And so tonight, the gift I give to you is that someone in honor of your bar mitzvah has taken upon himself to start putting on tefillin every single day. He's actually sitting right next to you at the end of your table. Jeff, I want to thank you very, very much for taking upon yourself this beautiful mitzvah. We have a brand new pair of tefillin on the way. And so, Mendel, you see, just your bar mitzvah alone, you didn't have to do anything, just had to turn bar mitzvah. And look at all the mitzvahs you're producing. And so, you know, it's obviously very emotional to have your first son have a bar mitzvah. And it's so wonderful, and I'm so happy to be able to be sharing it with all of you, with family, with friends. But especially, I would like to make a mention here tonight. And that is, you know, many people try to figure out this Chabad thing. This Chabad of Laguna Niguel, this Chabad of Mission Viejo, this Chabad of... There's Chabad everywhere. Do they get along? Do they work together? Are they against each other? There's competition? What's going on? Well, I want you to know, ladies and gentlemen, we are a family. As you know, as we embrace you as our family, we obviously embrace each other as family. But we all work our own communities, and therefore it's very hard for us to celebrate with one another. But at simchas like this, it's so beautiful. I believe that every single one of the shluchim of Orange County, who are locally here in town, we have one that's in Israel, are here tonight. And it is amazing to know.
It's definitely huge.
My prayers and my studies and serve good deeds that really make our home what it is, make our community what it is. And so without any further ado, Mendel, the best choice I ever made was marrying your mother. And so please, without any further ado, let's welcome Asi. Please come on.
The truth is, I couldn't do anything I do without you. Solomon really gets all the credit for anything I ever do because he's just the greatest support and friend and husband I could have ever dreamed of. So, all really, thank you. Mendel, it's really unbelievable to me that we are all here celebrating your bar mitzvah. I'm filled with so many emotions right now. I can't even describe to you the feeling it is to be in a room filled with so much love and joy. I really want to thank every single one of you for being here tonight. It's kind of strange for me to be talking to you from the stage here, so far away. Yeah. Some technical issues here. My father wants to see this, so we're getting the phone ready to Skype.
12 o'clock in New York.
And my sister and brother-in-law are in New York. Solomon, is it all on? Far away from you and would like to be down there with you, but a bit closer, but let's just pretend I'm there with you right now. I want to start with saying that there are so many people here tonight that make tonight's celebration so special. I want to start with thanking my parents. My mother for being such a great mother and my biggest cheerleader. My mother takes such pride in all of the activities here at Chabad and really keeps up with it all, with such love and care and concern, always wanting to know how everything went and all the details too. My morning is never complete without a chat with you, Mommy. I want to thank my father for being my hero and inspiration. He literally inspires me every single day to strive to be a better person and do the right thing. I'm so happy that Mendel was in New York last Thursday on his bar mitzvah day and got to spend some great quality time with my father and celebrate and make l'chaim. My father blessed Mendel and shared some very meaningful moments from his bar mitzvah and with Mendel. May God grant my father a full and speedy recovery, and may he be able to celebrate many family simchas in the future.
Amen.
As we speak, my father and Shani and Rabbi David are watching us here, which is amazing. I want to thank all of my sisters for always being there for me. Chani and Mendel, Chani's best oldest sister, a girl can dream of. And to Chani and Mendel for opening up your home to Mushka in Chicago and for all the trips back and forth to the airport and dinners and laundry when Mushka needs to feel like a bit of home. She goes there. Serla and Yossi for always helping me with your advice and wisdom and always a listening ear, but most of all for making our shidduch. Rachel and Zalman, it's amazing having you live so close. Rachel, you're always willing to drop everything to help us out. So giving and caring. For giving Shayna and Sarah the most wonderful preschool experience. For helping with this bar mitzvah by hosting airport pickups, dinner last night for the family, food for Shabbat, and this morning, like 6:30 in the morning, I get a text from her saying, should I bring toys and candy and get some teens to watch the kids at the party tonight? I'm like, wow, that is a great idea. Rachel always knows exactly what's needed and has just the best ideas, and I just thank Rachel for everything. And last but certainly not least, Shani and Avram David. Though you are not able to be here tonight physically, you are certainly here. The beautiful chocolates you sent for the bar mitzvah and for taking care of arranging the entire bar mitzvah celebration in New York last Thursday, which was so beautiful. You took care of it from beginning to end. And out of my in-laws. My in-laws, they are the most amazing in-laws anyone can ever dream of. And amazing grandparents to all of our kids. Thanks for all that you do for us always, and thanks for helping us raise our children. You are true role models for all of us. It's really amazing to have all of my Marcus brothers and sisters-in-law here tonight. Not only are you all here, but with your busy lives, you all came in with your entire families, spouses and children, to be here tonight. You can't imagine how special this is for us, just knowing that the entire Marcus family is all here together tonight. I want to welcome Zizi and Pessy to our family. Thanks, Zizi and Pessy, for the 2 trips our family gets. Well, we got to go to New York, and we're going again next month. It's all thanks to you. So, thank you so much. And Mazel Tov, Chaim and Pessy. We're all so excited for your wedding next month. Even little Sarah walks around the house singing about Chaim and Pessy, and she makes up songs with your names, and we just all laugh. It's really cute. Uncle Gershon and Hannah Rachel, for really caring about us and always making yourselves available whenever we need to talk to you. It's really meaningful and heartwarming to have so many of Mendel's teachers here tonight. The people who have really helped Mendel be who he is today. Rabbi Newman, the principal and dean of the Hebrew Academy. Thanks for all of your hard work in making the most incredible school that our children can go every day, and we can just relax knowing that they're getting the best education there. It's also really special that Mendel's preschool teacher and director, Beanie Tenenbaum, is here tonight with us. Mendel's kindergarten teacher, Maura Miriam, is here tonight. Mendel's first grade teacher, Maura Rocky Popak, is here today. Actually, Rocky, you were his 3rd grade teacher. Sorry, Mendel just reminded me. Rabbi Engel, who's in Israel, was his 1st grade teacher. Maura Rania Feinland, his 2nd grade teacher, is here. Maura Sarah Raven, who gave him his first love for the Hebrew language, is here. Rabbi Tarsik, Rabbi Rappaport, and Rabbi Popak. Thank you all for being here tonight. And I'd like to make a special mention to somebody who has had such a tremendous impact on Mendel's life the last 4 years. You know, Mendel was getting a little older, and Zalman and I really wanted him to learn Yiddish, and living out here, it's not the language that most people use, and, you know, learning the we wanted him to get a little bit extra, and we thought, how are we going to do this? We need some help. So Chabad headquarters in New York has this most incredible program called My Shliach, where they just hook up older guys who are like student rabbis with younger boys living in Chabad houses across the globe, and they become partners and buddies and like a big brother role model type of thing, and they learn on the phone or they Skype once a week. We were extremely lucky by divine providence that we were paired up with Sreli Matasev from Madison, Wisconsin. And he really was the one who was instrumental in really teaching Mendel and introducing in a real way the Yiddish language and learning Sichas, talks of the Rebbe. Mendel would look forward to those nights. I can't tell you how much he would look forward to the nights that you were with him. You gave him so much time and so much love and so much care. And it's just amazing. 1 year went by and I thought, wow, we got really lucky. Is he going to want to do it again this year? The second year went by and he's like, yes, I'm going to do it. And Sreli's been so amazing because he's done this even though he moved and he was a student rabbi here and there and camp here and camp. He always made sure that Mendel was a priority and always wanted to continue doing it. And here we are 4 years later. And Sreli's with us here tonight. Sreli, I'd like you to stand up. So everybody can see. He actually was dropped off here at the community center about an hour before the bar mitzvah began, and his flight will be taken off tomorrow morning, 6:30 a.m. So I know it wasn't easy for you to be here tonight, but we're extremely grateful to you. Thank you so much. I also want to thank Gabby Dakteris for being here with us tonight. She's amazing. Learning in Machon Kana now, and just went back after winter break last Tuesday and said, Basi, I really wish I could be at the bar mitzvah, but I just can't. I'm just coming back to New York Tuesday night, and the bar mitzvah's in a few days. It's just, there's no way. I get a text last, Thursday morning? Wednesday morning, I can't remember, from Gabby's mom saying that they decided to fly her in for the bar mitzvah. And she has not stopped working from the second she landed until tonight to make this bar mitzvah so beautiful. Thank you, Gabby. Then there are all of my extended family and friends, every single one of you here tonight. You know, recently I was having a conversation with a friend, and she asked me if I miss being in Brooklyn, where my family and community are. I told her that it's not like that at all. Here in Mission Viejo is where our family and community is. Each one of you are part of our extended family. When we celebrated your Simchas with you, we felt that we were a part of your families, and we hope that you feel the same tonight. Now to Mendel. Mendel, when Taki and I moved out to Mission Viejo to open the Chabad Center, it was something that we chose and wanted to do. But for you, you were born into it. Mendel, your bris was a community event, and we invited everyone we knew at the time, and there were about 80 to 100 people that came together. Even the night before your bris, we had people and children over for Bachnacht, special ceremony done the night before the bris, and it was a first for all of them. When you turned 3, everyone was invited to your upsharnish, and for many it was their first. So Mendel, before you could even talk or make friends, just by you being here, you were already a big part of our Chabad work. And as you have grown, you have taken an active role and made it your own. All this with joy, passion, and pride. You have embraced people in the community as your extended family. Mendel, you love taking part in everything that goes on at Chabad. You've always loved going with Tati to visit people in senior facilities and rehabs. When there's good news in the community, you are happy. And when the program goes well, you take pride in it as if it's your own. You have made this your very own. And as Zaidi said on Shabbos, it's not about your talent. What's most important is what we do with what Hashem gives us. I must tell you how I am feeling tonight. You see, this is really the first bar mitzvah that I am experiencing firsthand. I am the third of 5 girls, so I did not have a brother who was bar mitzvah. I attended many cousins and nephews' bar mitzvahs, but I was just a spectator. This for me is my first real bar mitzvah experience. And I gotta tell you, I didn't really understand and appreciate the full meaning of a bar mitzvah or the mitzvah connected with becoming a bar mitzvah like the tefillin. I knew that the boys and men put them on, but it seemed a bit archaic and outdated, and I didn't know what they meant or how they were relevant to our lives today. I was so excited to learn about them and to discover their timeless message and timeless relevance. I got so excited about it, as you can see, that I decided that tonight's theme was going to be tefillin. I wanted to get the tefillin out of the closet and into the open in a beautiful and meaningful way. Thank you, Mendel, for helping me understand the beauty, depth, and significance behind this very special mitzvah. Now I know that some of you are thinking, yeah, great, but why is this only for boys and men? What about us women? Mendel, listen closely, because this has a very important lesson for you. In Hasidus and Jewish mysticism, we are taught that when we are born, we are only a half a soul, and that there is another half of our soul that was born into another body and different personality. Whether we know it or not, the two halves are connected. What one does affects the other and vice versa. The same is true of Torah and mitzvot. Each half has its special mitzvot, and when one half does the mitzvah, it's as if the other half did it as well. Now there are some things that both halves need to do, like eat and sleep. One half can't eat for the other. Same thing goes for mitzvot. Each half has certain mitzvot that they both have to do, and there are mitzvot that only half does, and it counts for the other half. It works this way with the entire Jewish people as well. Not everyone is a Kohen or Levi, but when the Kohen or Levi do their special mitzvot, it is as if each and every one of us did it, since all our souls are really like one. The same goes for tefillin. Although the men are putting them on, it's as if all Jewish women benefit as if they had put them on. When Tati and I first got engaged, I brought Tati home to introduce him to my family. One of the first things my father said to Zalman was, "Now you know who you have been doing mitzvot for since your bar mitzvah." This was Zalman's introduction to our family. And he thanked Zalman for doing all the mitzvahs and putting on tefillin for me. So Mendel, the lesson is clear. You should always remember that what you do not only affects you, but also affects the other half of your soul and all Jewish people as well. Sometimes we're not exactly feeling like we are in the mood of doing a mitzvah, but knowing that my mitzvah is not just for me, but that others are relying on me, will give us the energy to overcome any obstacles in our path. Now I want to thank some very special people who have made tonight and this bar mitzvah experience so special. I want to start with Batsheva. Batsheva, can you please stand up? I really have no words to describe. Batsheva is humble and sweet, and I don't want to embarrass her in public, but we thank you from the bottom of our hearts for all that you have done to make this so special for all of us here tonight. It was such a joy to work with, a pleasure, and so kind in so many ways, and has done an outstanding job putting up with our crowd tonight in the most calm and beautiful way. I just want to thank you, Padut, so much from all of us. I want to thank Cindy for all that you do for Chabad always, and especially for the Bar Mitzvah. You're a true angel. I want to thank Jeff Rosenthal. Jeff hasn't stopped working the last month, I think, for this Bar Mitzvah. He's been, anything we needed, we knew we could just pick up the phone and call Jeff, and he was like, sure, no problem, you know? It was absolutely amazing. Thank you so much, Jeff. I want to thank Steve and Yenny Greenberg, who printed every single thing for the Bar Mitzvah tonight in the most beautiful and kind and humble way. You did an outstanding job, and you're just the sweetest. Thank you so much. All that was really nice tonight. Thank you, Steve and Yenny. I want to thank Zalman Friedman and Connie for making the beautiful logo on the invitation so we can have so much fun at this bar mitzvah and use it in so many fun ways. I want to thank Amy for coordinating the Shabbat Kiddush lunch. I want to thank Daryl Linton, Sharon Imbar, Gabby, and Rebecca, Mandy Krisman, Alejandra Paz, Bonnie, Rena, Sigal, Joelle, Olivia, Monique, Samantha, Brigitte, Michelle Long, Andy and Jeff, and Barbara Walensky, and Jackie, and Mary, and Janet, and Craney, and Lucille, and Connie Mintz, and Peril, and Naomi Bosevsky, and so many more. Thank you all for everything you did for me tonight. At this time, we're in for a treat. Mendel, we didn't know he was so talented, but he actually prepared a video himself for tonight. So, take it away.
Against each other, this competition. What's going on? I want you to know, ladies and gentlemen.
My tongue is laughing so hard. Shayna, good job.
Ladies and gentlemen, please have a seat. We're going to do the benching right now, after which we're going to have a special performance from 8th Day. And benching right now. Mendel, you ready?